You are gliding across a plain of dark volcanic sand in the shallow waters off Indonesia. A lionfish drifts by, its venomous spines spread wide in warning. You give it space and continue. Moments later, you spot a banded sea snake rippling through the water. Then a flatfish glides across the seafloor. Except none of those animals were real. They were all the same creature. This is the mimic octopus, an animal so sophisticated it can impersonate 15 different species. It does not just change color like other octopuses. It transforms its entire body shape, its movement patterns, its behavior. It becomes, quite literally, a different animal. Subscribe now, because what you are about to discover will reveal one of evolution's most extraordinary achievements. The mimic octopus represents something unprecedented in the animal kingdom. While many creatures use camouflage to blend into their surroundings, and some mimic a single dangerous species, the mimic octopus does something no other animal can. It actively impersonates multiple species, switching between them based on the specific threat it faces. This is not instinct. This is intelligence. This is an animal that observes its environment, identifies predators, recalls which creatures those predators fear, and transforms itself accordingly. The mimic octopus was discovered only in 1998, off the coast of Sulawesi, Indonesia. For millennia, it performed its shape-shifting routines in the murky river mouths of the Indo-Pacific, unknown to science. Today, we explore the world of Thomoctopus mimicus. We will discover how this master of deception transforms itself, why it evolved such extraordinary abilities, and what its mimicry reveals about intelligence in animals we once thought simple. This is a story of intelligence, deception, and survival through the ultimate disguise. Let us begin. The mimic octopus is relatively small, reaching approximately 60 centimeters, roughly 2 feet, including its arms. The arms themselves are notably long and slender, each about the diameter of a pencil. Small horn-like protrusions extend above each eye. In its natural state, the mimic octopus displays pale brown to beige coloration, perfectly suited to the sandy bottoms it inhabits. When threatened or hunting, it shifts to a more dramatic pattern of brown and white stripes. Since its discovery in 1998, it has been documented throughout the Indo-Pacific region, from the Red Sea to the Great Barrier Reef. Most observations come from Indonesian waters. The mimic octopus prefers shallow waters, typically less than 15 meters deep. Unlike most octopus species, which favor complex reef structures with abundant hiding places, the mimic octopus inhabits sandy bottoms, silty slopes, and muddy estuaries. These are open, exposed environments where traditional camouflage offers limited protection. And this is precisely why the mimic octopus evolved its extraordinary abilities. When you cannot hide, you must become something else. Something dangerous, something predators fear. Like all octopuses, the mimic octopus possesses chromatophores, specialized cells that change color almost instantaneously. But the mimic octopus does something far more sophisticated. It changes not just its color, but its shape, its posture, its movement patterns. It becomes a foreground element, transforming itself into other recognizable creatures. The repertoire is astonishing. The mimic octopus has been observed impersonating at least 15 different species. Some animals are mimicked more frequently, suggesting the octopus makes strategic decisions about which disguise to deploy. The lionfish impersonation is perhaps most dramatic. The octopus spreads all 8 arms radially outward, holding them stiffly to mimic the lionfish's venomous spines. It then propels itself through the water with subtle undulations, mimicking the lionfish's distinctive swimming style. The brown and white stripes complete the illusion. The sea snake transformation is equally remarkable. The octopus tucks 6 arms into a burrow, leaving only 2 exposed. It holds these parallel and ripples them in opposite directions, creating the distinctive undulating movement of a banded sea snake. The arms display dark bands against lighter coloration, completing the deception. What makes this particularly fascinating is that the mimic octopus appears to use this disguise strategically. It has been observed transforming into a sea snake, specifically when harassed by damselfish, a species preyed upon by sea snakes. The octopus recognizes the threat, identifies the appropriate predator to impersonate, and executes the transformation. This is problem-solving. The flatfish impersonation may be the most frequently used disguise. The octopus flattens its body against the sea floor and holds all 8 arms trailing behind in a single plane. It then uses its siphon to glide smoothly across the sand, perfectly mimicking a zebra sole's swimming motion. One study documented nearly 500 instances of flatfish mimicry by a single individual over just 5 days. But the repertoire extends further. The mimic octopus has been observed impersonating jellyfish by inflating its mantle and trailing its arms behind. It mimics crabs to approach prey. It has been seen imitating anemones, feather stars, mantis shrimp, and even sessile organisms like sponges. Perhaps most remarkably, the mimic octopus appears capable of opportunistic mimicry, adapting its disguise not just to avoid predators, but to approach prey. By mimicking a crab, it can get close to creatures that would see a crab as harmless rather than a predator. The intelligence required is staggering. The octopus must observe other species, remember their appearance and movement patterns, possess the physical control to reshape its body accordingly, and make real-time decisions about when and what to mimic. The mimic octopus possesses a brain containing approximately 300 million neurons, enormous for an invertebrate. Each of its 8 arms contains an additional 50 million neurons, forming independent neural networks. This distributed intelligence allows each arm to act semi-independently, giving the octopus extraordinary control. This enables the precise, coordinated movements required for effective mimicry. Transforming into a sea snake requires rippling 2 arms in precisely the right way. Mimicking a flatfish demands perfect coordination of all 8 arms. This is full-body choreography executed by an animal with a radically different body plan than the creatures it imitates. Octopuses are recognized as the most intelligent invertebrates, capable of learning, problem-solving, and even using tools. Some researchers believe the mimic octopus may possess something approaching consciousness, an awareness of itself and its environment that allows complex decisions. Captive octopuses have been observed opening jars after watching humans, using coconut shells as mobile armor, turning off aquarium lights, and creating mental maps for navigation. The mimic octopus may be among the most cognitively sophisticated of all octopus species. The mimic octopus feeds primarily on small fish and crustaceans, hunting during daylight in the open sandy areas it inhabits. It uses a jet of water through its siphon to glide across the seafloor while searching for prey. Its slender arms can reach into crevices, and its suction cups extract hidden prey. Its mimicry serves both defensive and offensive purposes during hunts, allowing the octopus to appear harmless to prey while simultaneously deterring predators. Like all octopuses, mimic octopuses reproduce through internal fertilization. Males use a specialized arm called a hectocotylus to insert a sperm packet into the female's mantle cavity, The female stores this sperm and later uses it to fertilize her eggs. The female guards her eggs carefully, blowing water over them to keep them oxygenated. During this brooding period of several weeks, she does not eat. When the eggs hatch, the female dies shortly thereafter. The male also dies a few months after mating. The mimic octopus has only recently come to scientific attention, and much about its life history remains unknown. What we do know is that it inhabits an environment under increasing pressure from human activity. Coastal development, pollution, destructive fishing practices, and climate change all threaten the shallow habitats where this species lives. For divers hoping to witness this remarkable animal, the best opportunities exist in Indonesia, particularly around Sulawesi and the Lembeh Strait. The mimic octopus is most active during daylight hours when it emerges to hunt. Spotting one requires training your eye to recognize the subtle movements that betray its presence. The mimic octopus reminds us that intelligence takes many forms. Here is a creature with a body plan utterly unlike our own, with a brain distributed across 9 separate neural centers, with no bones, just muscle and flexibility and control. And yet, it observes, it learns, it decides, it performs. Every transformation is an act of creativity, a solution to a specific problem. Which predator threatens? What does that predator fear? How do I become that feared creature? These questions require sophisticated cognitive processing. The mimic octopus was unknown to science until 1998. It has been hiding in plain sight, performing its shape-shifting routines in shallow waters where thousands of divers have passed, most never noticing the master of disguise. Now that we know it exists, we are forced to reconsider what we thought we knew about animal intelligence, about consciousness, about the cognitive capabilities of invertebrates. If an octopus can do this, what else might be happening in the ocean that we have yet to discover? The mimic octopus stands as a reminder that the ocean still holds wonders, that evolution continues to surprise us, and that some of the most remarkable minds on Earth think with blue blood and live in bodies of impossible flexibility. If this journey into the world of the mimic octopus has captivated you, please like this video and subscribe. Leave a comment and tell us what we should explore next. The blanket octopus with its toxic cape? The coconut octopus with its tool use? Or perhaps something even more extraordinary? Thank you for watching. And remember, the next time you see something underwater, take a second look. It might not be what it appears to be. Until next time, keep exploring the unknown.